Welcome back, everybody. We're playing some Commander today. I will be running Choco here, new Final Fantasy Commander. This thing is a lot of fun, does a lot of things I like. Obscure creature types matter, lands matter, graveyard matters, a lot of fun stuff with Choco. To my right here, we have Sam. Sam, what are you doing?
Hey, I'm Sam from Mox Cube. I got Bria Riptide Rogue here today. It's a Spellslinger Prowess deck. And if you want to check me out on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, I'm Mox Cube.
All right. Tristan, what do you got going on?
I've got Issa the Hellraiser. I'm going to be trying my best to target people in the least obnoxious way possible so that hopefully I can make it to the late game and build up a nice zombie army that will certainly not be attacking anyone.
Oh, goodness. And Jake, what do you got going on?
I am Jake. Today I'm not playing Feldergriff, but I'm playing Wolverine, the best there is. It's a Voltron +1/+1 counters and equipment deck. So I'm gonna try to smash face.
All right. Let's do randomization to see who goes first. All right, so it looks like Jake is going first. And I will be going last. Jake, you can start us off whenever you're ready.
All right, draw. Play Gruul Guildgate and I'll pass.
I will play an island and pass.
Cool. I'll play the swamp like I drew it best.
I'll draw for turn. I'll play a polluted delta, crack it for a breeding pool, taking 3 to have it untapped. And I'll tap that for Saz Chocobo. And then I will pass turn.
I will untap and draw. I'll play a Forest for turn, tap 2 for a Signet, and then I'll tap the Signet for a Hardened Scales.
Ooh.
Powerful turn. I will pass.
All right, draw. I will play an Earth Saga, put 1 counter on it. I'll play a Chromox, and I'm going to exile Eris, so it taps for red and blue.
Nice.
And I'll cast a Crackling Cyclops. I'll pass the turn.
What is Crackling Cyclops? Oh, it just gets big.
Yeah, it's a 0/4. Whenever I cast a non-creature, it gets +3/+0 to end of turn.
I'll drop the swamp. Then I'll pay 1 for a Soul Ring. And then with that Soul Ring, I'll tap 2. That's good with everybody. And I will cast Embalmer's Tools. The only thing you guys need to care about is that I can tap an untapped zombie I control to have target player put a top card of his or her library into their graveyard. And after that, I'll pass.
I don't know why, but I knew I knew that you were gonna play the Embalmer's Tools. I thought that was gonna be your play this turn. I don't know why.
Hmm.
I will draw. We're gonna play a Flooded Grove as my land for turn. 2 mana for a Felwar Stone. And then I'm going to tap the Felwar Stone for a Gilded Goose. Gilded Goose ETB. I will make a food. This is my goose's food.
I'm not.
And then I had a trigger when I played the land, so Zaz Chocobo gets a +1/+1 counter.
Seems good.
And I'll go to combat. And we're going to send 1 damage over at Jake.
I will take it.
And I'll pass turn.
Alright. Untap, draw. Play a mountain for turn. I'm gonna play a Darksteel Plate. Brief.
Nice.
And then I will pass.
Untap, draw. Draw. I will put a counter on the Urza Saga. Play Mountain. We'll cast Enduring Courage. So it's a 3/3. Whenever another creature I control enters, it gains +2/+0 and haste until end of turn. And if this dies, it comes back as a non-creature enchantment. And I will pass.
That whole cycle is so cool.
It really is.
Yeah, I love those.
I picked up a ton of Enduring Innocences just because I run it in so many decks.
Alright, we'll play a swamp. And then we'll just run out Lisa. Yeah. And if no additional actions after that, I'll pass the turn.
Alright. And you don't have any zombies yet to activate the Embalmer's tool, so that's
No.
good to note. I will untap and draw for turn. I'm just going to cast a Kodama's Reach. Go get 2 basics. I'll put one of them into play tapped. The other one will end up in my hand. And then I will play a Canopy Vista as my land for turn. This will end up getting 2 counters during this. And then I guess I'll move to combat and send the Chocobo over at... I'll send the 3/4 your way, Sam.
Say it's a 3/4.
It's a 3/4.
I ain't risking it. I'm taking 3.
All right. And after that, I'm going to pass the turn.
I will untap. I will draw. I will play the forest for turn. I'll pay 3 for Wolverine,
Yeah.
and then I will move to, if that's all right with everybody,
The best there is.
I will move to equip his adamantium skeleton to him.
Got the dark steel plate.
Yes.
Yeah.
After that, I will pass the turn.
All right. Tap. Draw. Yeah, I'll make a construct with that trigger on the stack. Where did I put my tokens? Well, for now, this is my construct. And then sacrifice the Urza Saga, get a Soul Ring. So the construct is currently a 3/3 with +2/+0 and haste. So it's a 5/3 haste.
Yep. I like the Soul Ring and Chrome Mox being matchy-matchy.
Yep. It was intentional. I'll play Island, and I will tap Chromox for red. I will cast Bria. Bria also has +2/+0 in haste. I'm going to cast a Gitaxium Probe, paying 2 life. CJ, I want to see your hand.
All right.
All right.
Jake and Tristan, you guys look
correct.
away.
We're looking away.
Here you go.
Here, you can.
Can I see that bottom one?
Yeah.
See if I can get it to pull up here. Oh, I see. Okay. All right.
That's a fun one.
So the Gitaxium Probe triggers Prowess for all my creatures.
Can you look?
Yeah, you can look.
And
Okay.
and it will also trigger the Crackling Cyclops +3/+0. And I will draw a card. Oh, and it triggers the Bria to make something unblockable. I'm going to make Bria unblockable.
Yep.
So Wolverine is indestructible, huh?
And a 2/2 that doubles all damage it deals.
Yeah. All right. So Bria is currently, let's see, 4/4, 6/4. Bria is a 6/4 that can't be blocked. That's coming. Oh, I'm going to move to combat. Anybody have anything?
I'm good.
Okay. Bria is a 6/4 that can't be blocked. That's going to come at Jake. Attack Trift with my 4/5 crackling Cyclops. And CJ,
I've got a
you just have a
goose.
goose untapped.
Yeah.
I will come at you with, let's see, this is 3 plus prowess is 4 plus this. This is a 6/4 construct.
All right.
I will take my damage.
I will also declare no blocks.
I will declare no blocks because I can't.
All right, 4 damage coming at me, right? So good.
Okay. I will pass the turn.
All right. Before in your end step, I'm going to ask you, Mr. Moxq, would you like to share what is in CJ's hand from that Cataxian probe? Is it worth sharing with the class, or?
I would say not particularly.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it was a super impressive hand.
Okay.
I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Okay. How many cards do you have in your hand at the moment?
I have 3.
3. Okay. And Jake, you have nothing in your graveyard, right?
That is correct.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to do this. I'd like to pay 2 life to Surgical Extraction Mox Cube.
Ooh.
Surgical.
So I'll exile the Gataxian probe.
Okay. Would you like to search my hand and library, I guess?
I'll just look at your hand. I don't need to search your library. I'm doing this more so to make 2 zombies. So if everyone just wants to look away, I'll...
Yeah, looking away.
Okay.
Heads down.
Okay. What we got? Okay. Ooh, fun cards. Fun cards. I love that middle card there. That's a nice one.
Got
okay.
it?
Yep, I got it. All right, cool.
All right.
I'll make 2 zombies then if that's all good. This is still your end step. And then after that, I'm good to just go to my untap step if everyone else is.
Yep.
Sounds good.
All right. Untap. Upkeep, draw for turn. Jukabog is land for turn. I'm going to target... I guess CJ will hit you this time.
What? Not like Kodama's reach.
No. I'll make 2 more zombies, because I targeted something, but these ones will be tapped. And after that, let's see what we want to do. I think we want to, in this case, just go ahead and tap this Soul Ring and tap this Swamp. Pay 3 for a Warren Soul Trader.
Ooh.
Pay 1 life to sack another creature and create a treasure token.
That's a very good card.
Yeah, shout out P Venters. You're watching, P. Great art. After that, I think I'm just good to move straight to the end of my turn.
Alright. I will untap and draw for turn. I'll pay 4 mana for Choco. And then I will play a Plains of my land for turn. Technically, this gets bigger, but it can't attack this turn because no haste. This gets a counter. I am going to tap like I'm not silly. Oh, it doesn't make a difference for me. That's unfortunate. Oh well, I'm just going to then play a Aven Squire. Another burb. I will then go to combat. And I'm going to send the... Who has no flyers?
I have no flyers.
My zombies have not evolved to that point yet.
We're going to send a big 0 in the air at Tristan. And then 5 on the ground at Sam. That'll trigger Choco. I can look at the top 2 cards in my library, put up any number of lands from among them onto the battlefield, and 1 of them into my hand and the rest in the graveyard. I'll put this one into my hand and bin a Farseek. And then any blockers, damage, all set there?
No blocks. 5, right?
Yeah, it's 5. And I will
Well,
pass the turn to you, Jake.
all right. Untap. Draw. I'm afraid to attack, but I kind of have to. All right.
Kind of what he does.
He's the best there is. I'm gonna pay 4 for a Mjolnir.
Ooh.
That's a card right there.
It's going to equip to Wolverine. He's legendary.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna move to combat. Mister, we're friends, right?
We are friends, yes, currently.
I think Tristan does not like you.
Well, I'm gonna swing it at you, CJ, and I'm going to tap your Squire.
All right.
Put a stun counter on it, and then you guys will each take 3. You got a Wolverine headed your way.
Yeah, he's how big?
2/2 currently.
And he has got no damage triggers. It's an attack trigger there.
The damage trigger is deals damage. I get a 1/1 counter. I just want the 1/1 counter.
Yeah, I'll put Choco in front of him. He's a 3/5.
Cool. So Choco will take 4 because all damage is doubled by Wolverine.
Yep.
And I will move to end step. He dealt damage to a creature, so he'll get 1 counter plus 1 for hardened skills. And that's a pass.
All right.
I love Wolverine.
Love him when he's not swinging at me.
That's why I asked if we're friends.
I think he would do a great job of cleaning up some zombies.
Potentially.
That's for later when Deadpool shows up.
I'm gonna cast a Displacer Kitten.
Ooh.
Oh.
He's so pretty.
Yeah, the pretty version.
So trigger often during courage. This is now a 4/2 with haste. I'm gonna cast Serum Visions. So we're gonna trigger all our prowess triggers. We're gonna trigger the Crackling Cyclops trigger. I'm going to trigger Displacer Kitten. So Displacer Kitten's gonna target Bria. And trigger Bria's can't be blocked. I'm gonna make Crackling Cyclops can't be blocked for Bria's trigger. I'm gonna use Displacer Kitten to blink Bria. We'll do that. Now that triggers, so this now has +2/+0, but it lost the Prowess trigger.
Hmm.
And then I will resolve my Serum Visions, drawing a card, and scrying 2.
Keep in mind, I can
will
make you build
even-
your library if I would like to.
Okay.
So,
Okay, I will leave both on. But I swapped the order in case anybody cares. Let's move to combat. So this is a let's see, 3, 4, 5 that can't be blocked. How big is your blocker there, CJ?
3/5.
3, 5.
Yeah, Choco's got a big butt.
3, 5. So this is a 4/4. That is going to come at Trist.
okay.
Bria is going to come at Jake. It is a 5/3. And Crackling Cyclops is a 4/5 that can't be blocked. It is coming at CJ. Any blockers?
Yeah.
None
I'll
here.
block with one of my zombies.
I cannot block, so I will just take the 4.
All right. And then second main, I'm going to play a Mistrise Village as my land for turn. I have a mountain, so it comes in untapped. And I will pass the turn.
Right. On your end step, I will tap this other zombie that I have, and just go ahead and mill you, Moxcube. Mill you 1 card.
You got my ensnare.
Ugh.
that Ben Bateman talked up a lot and convinced me to put in this deck.
It
It's pretty though.
is very
Uh,
pretty.
All right. So untap. I'll have 3 untaps on these now. Goes away for now. Tap the rest of this, and we'll draw. Right. Go ahead and play this swamp as land for turn. Then I think what we're gonna do is tap this soul ring for 2. Tap this swamp for 1, and I'll tap this other swamp for 1, so 4 mana. And I'll play a Chittering Witch. It's a 2/2. When it ETBs, I can make a number of 1/1 black rat creature tokens equals the number of opponents that I have. Currently, I have 3. So these will be my 4 1/1 rats. Or excuse me, 3 1/1 rats. After that, and then I can also pay 1 and a black into it to sacrifice a creature and give target creature -2/-2 until end of turn. And
Seems
then
good.
After that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and. What do we have? Do we have scary critters on the board? Wolverine doesn't have hexproof at the moment, but he does have indestructible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yeah.
He can also be regenerated.
Yes, he can be regenerated. I'll just go ahead and I think just tap down one of my 3/3s here. And I'll just, Mox Cube, have you mill that second card just in case you were putting the other one that you wanted a little deeper.
It's a mana geyser.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
pretty good.
Good choice. Good choice.
Right. Cool. And then after that, I am ready to pass.
All right. I will
What's your red?
untap. What was that?
I was just saying, bunch of red.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bunch of red.
I will remove the stun counter and draw for turn. I will play a Prairie Stream as my land for turn. Trigger, this gets a counter, and this has +1 until end of turn. I'm going to pay 2 mana to cast a Growth Spiral. I'll draw a card, then I may put a land from my hand into the battlefield. I'll put a Temple of the False God into play. I'm then going to pay 2 mana for 3 visits.
Do you get another trigger?
Yeah, I do have another trigger. This gets another +1 until end of turn, and this gets a counter.
Sorry, said anything.
Let me go grab a forest. I'll just get basic forest. I will then pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana for a Murmuration. It gives my this is a fun one. Gives my birds +1/+1 in vigilance, and at the beginning of my end step, for each spell I've cast this turn, I make a Stormcrow.
Heck yeah.
So it's Stormcrow. It storms Stormcrow at the end of the turn. So right now, storm count is at 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So right at this point, I'll be making 3 burbs at the end of the turn. I'll go to combat, and what do we got for blockers? Jake is pretty open. Tristan's got some blockers. Tristan, how big are your things? You got 2 3/3s there.
2 4/4s, 3 1/1s, 1 2/2, and 2 3/3s.
That's a lot of things. I'm gonna send the Saz Chocobo your way, Tristan. Jake,
big
you're
is that?
gonna have. Actually, I'll send. Yeah, Jake, you'll have Choco coming at you. Choco coming at you, and then Gilded Goose will be 1 in the air over your way, Mox.
One in the air.
One in the air. So Tristan, you have 7, 8 coming at you, and Jake, you have 6, 7 coming at you. And
I've got
trigger Choco. I will look at the top 3 cards of my library, put any number of lands from them into play, and then put one of the cards from them into my hand. I'll put a Flood Strand into play, so this will actually get one more bigger, and Choco will be bigger until end of turn. And I'll put this into my hand, and I'll put Gwahir the Windlord into the graveyard. Alright, so, any blockers?
No block.
I have a how big is the flyer coming at me?
It's not a flyer, it's on the ground, and it's 9.
Does it have any effects?
Nope.
Okay. In that case, I think I will block with one of my 1/1s, and if that's good, I'll sack it to the Warren Soul Trader in response to the damage.
Yeah, it checks out.
Do I take commander damage?
Yes. It is 8 commander damage.
Jesus.
Um,
And then I will move to my end step. Murmuration will trigger, and I will make 3 Stormcrows. Here, my Stormcrows will be these blue sleeves, because Stormcrow is blue. And I'll pass turn. We love Stormcrow.
I will untap, and I will draw. I'm going to pay 3 for Garrick's Uprising. I've got a creature that's power 4 great. I'll draw a card. I will pay 2 for Anduril Narsil Reforged.
Ooh.
We all agree that everything is scary right now, right?
No.
no.
Screw you guys, okay?
Why would I be scared, Jake? We're such good friends.
I just don't feel like it's good for me to attack right now, but I want to. I'm just gonna pass.
For your end step before you pass, I'm gonna go ahead and I think pay 2 mana. I'll tap 1 and sack this treasure to sacrifice one of my rats. And does anyone have any critters with 2 toughness?
I have-
Yeah, I have
No.
Displacer Kitten.
Ooh, I think I'm gonna have to give that -2/-2 until end of turn.
Be a real good time to have an instant, wouldn't
It'd be a real good time.
it?
It's so scary though. Okay. And because of the target, I will make 2 more tapped zombies.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I will cast Chaomancer. Trigger from Enduring Courage. Trigger on Chaomancer. I will target the Mana Geyser to put in my hand.
That seems pretty good.
And
Yeah.
Tristan, thank God you destroyed the cat with the Archaeomancer there.
Yeah, well, I knew the Archaeomancer was in his hand from when I Surgical Extractioned. So I was like, I don't really want to get this unchecked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Wizard Kid's just
Yeah,
too
was-
good.
Would you have just gone
fair
infinite
target.
there, Sam? Do you have if you had the Displacer Kitten? Does Archaeomancer, Mana Geyser, and Displacer Kitten go
You're
infinite?
probably right.
Yeah.
You are probably right. That's gross.
And then you'd also be able to use the Serum Vision to draw your whole deck. Or no, well, no, because it makes red
Right.
mana.
It makes red mana,
Yeah.
so I would just have a lot of red mana.
Yeah.
A bunch of prowess triggers and unblockable creatures.
Oh yeah, infinitely large, and all your creatures are unblockable.
Yeah. All
Good
right.
job, Tristan.
Let's see. I'm going to cast Consider. So trigger all the prowess. Trigger this guy. Trigger Bria. I guess I'll make Bria unblockable.
Is that a foil consider from Double Feature?
Yes, it is.
That's cool. those cards got too much hate. I like that treatment.
I do too. All right.
And expensive.
So I will surveil. I will put that in the graveyard. It's a mountain, and then draw a card. I'm going to play Fabled Passage as my land for turn. Just needs to take some damage. He's got a high. All right, all right. We'll move to combat. And Tris, we're gonna come at you with a 4/4 that can't be blocked.
Okay. I am gonna go ahead, I think, and a 2 mana to Infernal Grasp, Bria.
Ooh.
Creature you life.
All right. There's only 2 more life to leave it alone, just so you know.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm gonna go ahead and use my Fabled Passage to get a basic mountain and pass the turn.
Alright. Upkeep draw. It's a fun one. I'm gonna go ahead and tap this swamp to play a Ghost Vacuum. Jake, we're friends, right?
Yes, we are.
Alright, we're still friends.
Yes.
Okay. DJ, how many flyers do you have at the moment?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but this one's tapped.
What's the total power of set of flyers at the moment?
2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. Okay.
My big creatures are the ones on the ground.
Don't really want to incur the wrath of CJ,
Yeah.
so I hope by me sparing you an attack this turn, maybe that can work in our favor for a mutual arrangement.
I mean, I like spreading the love.
I know you like spreading the love, so I can keep some mana up and potentially take out some of those flyers if they do come at me. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I'll leave combat, nothing declared. Then I think I'm just gonna go ahead and tap the Ghost Vacuum. We'll exile. What are some scary cards in graveyards? What do you have in your graveyard, CJ? Is it just all ramp?
3 pieces of ramp and Gwahir the Windlord.
What does Gwahir do? Is that a bird?
Yeah, it's a 4/4 bird for 6 mana. It costs 2 less if I've drawn 2 or more cards this turn. It's got flying and vigilance and gives my birds vigilance.
Okay. I think I'm gonna hit the Displacer Kitten. God forbid you're playing Underworld Breach Mox. So.
I actually cut that from the deck. I never actually played it in the deck.
Oh.
Alright. I will make 2 more zombies then. You're good to go to your turn, CJ.
Alright, I will untap. Avon Squires finally untapped. Draw for turn. I'll play a land for turn. Trigger, this gets a counter. And this is +1 until end of turn. Then I'm going to just go straight into combat. We gotta spread the love here. We're going to send...
I think I've been loved enough this game.
You love
green.
love though. We're gonna send. I do think that Jake has had enough love for at least my turn. We're gonna send the 2 chocobos over at Sam, and then all the flyers at Tristan. Trigger Choco. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll go top 7 cards in my library. Put all the lands into the play. Choose 1, put into my hand, and then put the rest in my graveyard.
It's about to go down.
Land. I'll put this one into my hand. And I'll put an Aven Mind Sensor, Rampant Growth, Bite into Thassa, and a Dovescape into my graveyard. And so trigger here. This gets 2 more counters. This gets 2 more counters. Or this gets 2 counters. This gets another +2. So, Sam, coming at you, you got on the ground 2 big guys, 7 and 12, and then no keywords. And then Tristan, in the air, you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the air.
Okay. I'm gonna kill something.
Okay.
I'm gonna block both of them.
You gonna block them both?
Yeah, they don't have like trample or anything, right?
No keywords.
Sweet. All right, Archaeomancer in front of the commander, Construct in front of the other.
All right, and Tristan.
The Murmuration's an enchantment, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool. What is the toughness on the 2 bigger flyers that's coming at me?
The only flyer that you can currently kill with just 1 activation is Avon Squire. This is a 1/3, and these are all 2/3s.
2 3s. Okay, that's pretty good.
I'll just hit the even squire for now.
All right, that's a 2/2. So
Minus
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is hitting you in the air.
We'll go ahead and take my 7.
All right, and then second main. 1, 2, 3, and 4 mana. I'm going to cast an Airborne Aid. I draw a card for each bird in play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 birds. Does anyone else happen to have any birds?
No, mine's mutant.
No birds.
No birds? Alright, so I'll draw 6 cards. We got the nice Odyssey foil there.
God, I wish I had Oakish Bowmaster's in hand. That would be so Manifest.
Ooh, we have some fun ones here.
All his birds have +1/+1, don't they?
All my birds currently have +1/+1, yeah.
Yeah. Take a lot of Orcish Bowmasters to get through them.
Yeah,
Yeah, the best type of creature removal, Mox, is player removal. So
that's true.
Wow, that's true. Very true.
I'm going to crack the Flood Strand. I have currently 4 mana floating.
do your Storm Crows have vigilance as well?
All my birds do.
Oh, that's what's giving them vigilance? Is it from Murmuration?
It's Murmuration.
Yep.
Murmuration is a good
Yeah.
card.
Let's put in work in this deck right now.
Yeah, it's a good card. I have 4 mana, 5 mana. I'll play Kindred Discovery. Whenever a bird I control enters or
One more
attacks, I draw a card. And then I have 3 mana left. We're going to pay 3. And I'll play a Jackdaw Savior. Guess what? It's a bird. That whenever a creature I control flying dies, I can return another creature with lesser mana value from my graveyard to the battlefield. And trigger Kindred Discovery, I will draw a card. I played boom, boom, and boom. I had 3 spells this turn. I will go to my end step. Murmuration will trigger. I'll make 3 more Storm Crows. And Kindred Discovery will draw me 3 more cards. And now I'll move to discard. I'm going to discard a Bloodline Pretender, Soraya the Falconer, and a Nature's Lore. And
Sounds good.
yeah, all set. Pass turn.
And draw. Ooh. I'll play a land, mountain. I'm gonna pay 3 for a Sword of Vengeance. I will then equip said sword. If it's okay with you guys.
Yep.
Equip creature gets +2/+0, first strike, vigilance, trample, and haste. And I'll move to combat. CJ, you scary.
So I'm going to block with these, and due to the way damage works, these will soak up the 6, and no damage will go through with trample. I do have a Jackdaw Savior trigger, but I have no creatures with mana value less than 0. So, I pass priority.
I will then move to end step, and he will get 2 more counters.
Yep.
Then I will pass a Mox. Please save us, good sir.
Doesn't he get more than 2 counters? Because he dealt damage to 2 different creatures, right?
He gets 1 counter
yeah,
per creature.
To another creature.
And then you have Hardened Scales.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I will get 2, and then we'll go to 6. You're right.
I forgot about the Hardened Scales. It's been so long.
I'm gonna go bigger dice. I know, it's such an old school card.
So, we're going to go Soul Ring to and another one. So 5 mana. We're going to play Mana Geyser. How many tapped lands does everybody have?
That's a good
1, 2, 3,
one.
4,
A
5.
bunch.
3 from me. You're getting a lot from CJ.
1,
count on
2,
it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I just realized I totally missed a Windbreast Heights hideaway trigger, but I have no idea when, so we're just going to leave that.
3 from me, so
All right.
15 so far.
And then 5 for me, so you got 20 red.
20 red. Okay.
I think we're dead.
We use a red dice. There we go. 20 red mana floating.
All of it fireball me.
And let's see here. We're gonna get the storm counter
Oh
Uh-oh.
boy.
out. All right, storm count 1. And we've triggered Crackling Cyclops once. Okay, so I'm gonna spend 5 red and a blue. So down to 15 red mana. We'll cast Bria. Storm count 2. Enters the battlefield. She's going to get +2/+0 in haste. And then I'll spend 2 red down to 13 for Harmonic Prodigy.
Ooh.
Storm count 3.
Oh, I'm assuming Bria's... Oh, okay.
She is not a shaman or a wizard. However, Crackling Cyclops is.
Oh.
All right, and so it comes in, gets to +2/+0 in haste. I'm gonna spend 4 mana, go down to 9. I'm gonna cast Haze of Rage with buyback.
Huh.
So that's gonna trigger Prowess for everyone 1 time. Actually, that's not quite true. It's going to trigger Prowess for everyone 1 time and twice for the Crackling Cyclops because it's a wizard.
Yep. And it'll trigger the Cyclops twice.
And it'll trigger the Cyclops twice. So now we're up to 3 Cyclops triggers. And there are 2 Prowess triggers on the Harmonic Prodigy because it has Prowess and Prowess with Bria.
Mhm.
I will make the Cyclops can't be blocked this turn. I will spend. We'll do that. 4 more mana. Go down to 5. And all right, so that was my 1, 2, 3. That was my 4th spell. So there are 4 copies of Haze of Rage currently. Do that on the stack. And then I will cast Haze of Rage with buyback again. So that was the 4th, so this is the 5th time. So there are going to be 5 more copies of Haze of Rage, putting that up to 9 instances of Haze of Rage. 2 more Crackling Cyclops triggers. Another Prowess trigger, and 2 more Prowess triggers here. I need to keep track of this one's Prowess triggers separately. We're going to go down to 1 red mana. And the unblockable trigger will make Bria unblockable. Haze of Rage again. We will put 6 more copies of Haze of Rage on the stack.
I think we're in danger.
Yeah, we in trouble.
That's now 15 Haze of Rages. We need bigger dice.
Not a haze anymore. This is just a.
Yeah.
Now we're just raging. So we're at 7 for that. We're at 6 for Prowess. We're at 6 for Prowess here. We're at 3 for Prowess on the other 2 creatures.
How many creatures are currently unblockable?
Currently, Crackling Cyclops, Bria, and Harmonic Prodigy.
So is an unblockable
Oh,
creature for
unblockable.
each of us, and you have all your creatures get plus 15, plus 15, plus 15, plus 0 right now.
Or plus all the Prowess triggers.
Yeah. So
I think I got it. We'll do one more
you
Haze of
have
Rage.
lethal at this point, and so unless somebody has anything, like I'm good to F6.
Yeah, I don't really have anything that can make too much of an impact here, so I'll F6 as well here.
I have nothing. I can
Alright.
block, but that's on all
Good
unblocked.
job, Mox.
Well, you
They're
can't block.
unblockable.
That was a hell of a turn.
Yeah, that was sick.
Thank you. That was
Yeah,
fun.
dude,
I've
man,
been
guys,
really,
that's
really
good
wanting
cover.
to win with this card because I love this card.
Yeah, is that an original foil too?
That is the original Future Sight foil.
That's cool. That's really cool.
This upsets me because I was going to do your own game against you and unblockable.
I had the traveling chocobo.
Oh no.
That was a good game.
That was
Yeah,
a really
no,
good
it's fun.
game.
You
Yeah.
slowed me down milling that mana geyser.
It didn't matter in the end, though. You pulled out a pretty good win there. That was awesome.
Got it in the end.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining for this video.
That was fun.
Yeah, everyone remember to give MoxCube a follow. You'll find his links in the description of this video. And we will see you next time.